It's your boy Triple BLACK, aka the number one stunner, aka the boss, aka three black hearses. It's murder. Anyways, man, what's happening? What's happening? It's your boy. I'm in the building. You already know what it is, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to the manosphere, man. Shout out to the manosphere. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the macosphere. Shout out to the lamosphere. Shout out to the manosphere. All that shit, man. My bad. Oh damn. Ugh, I should have said that. Ugh, I forgot about blah. But anyways, man, we got an action packed show. Hey, look at it. Look at it. It's your boy, Doctor. I don't give a about your feelings, about how you feel. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, man. Hey, man, we back. Hey, we gonna be. I mean, we be cooking tonight, man. I got what I'm saying? I got your boy, the man. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the link. I don't be messing around, man. Anybody want to come up here and chop it up? You heard the topic. Uh, the best places to find unicorns. Unicorns. Man, that's gonna be. This is gonna be a very, very controversial subject, man. I don't even know if a lot of people are going to be able to stand some of the stuff that we have to say. But you know what I'm saying? That's part of the course, man. You already know what it is, man. We get busy, we get active out here. Yeah, we get active out here. I just had to think about it, man. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we given, by talking about these manglers, these stranglers, these manglers, these scattersites, these, what I'm saying, these harlots, we give them entirely too much attention. So we know where to find the harlots at. Those are very easy to find the harlots. The number one place to find a harlot, you just go to church. Church. Yeah, you go to church. You go to church. But anyways, man, ain't got nobody in the stream yet, man. But this bit gonna get lit. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about you. You know what I'm saying? Some of you other content creators that be running your mouth, man. Hey, listen. Hey, hey, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because Triple Black is the business. He is the business. The best thing going. The best thing smoking. The hottest in the city. You already know what it is, man. This is pre cognac. Shit, I'm about to have me a sip. Yeah. My days are getting numbered in the manosphere, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the order to go back in the building. So, what I'm saying, these late nights, these early mornings and stuff like that, these daytimes, I ain't gonna have that no more, man. Y'all gonna be missing me when I'm gone. Y'all gonna be missing me when I'm gone, man. Yeah, man. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back to Cali. No, fucking with you. But I'm going back, man. I'm going back. So next Monday gonna be my first day back. So every once in a while you might see be pop up in spaces or whatever. But for the most part, I'm not gonna be in the spaces anymore, man. I'm gonna be, on the grizzine. The grizzine. You already know what it is. Anyways, man. But what's going on in the Macosphere, man? And or the manosphere, the Macosphere, the lemon spear, the queer spear. Well, anyways, the sister spear. What's happening? Uh-uh. Man, the man is supposed to come up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chop it up with that guy for a little bit. He might be he might be panel hopping. Um, I thought about this subject, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the best places to actually find these unicorns that a lot of guys are looking for? And I had some good ideas and stuff like that. I think um it's got to be almost a place to where you can find some type of femininity, you know what I'm saying, like where some like women appreciate being feminine, you know what I'm saying. It could be like an art gallery and stuff like that. Have you ever met a manly, like artsy woman? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So, places like that where you can find art, music festivals and things like that, where you can find like, girly girls, weddings, weddings, but then again, you might find a lot of angry birds there. I mean, I was like thinking, like, where do you find feminine women at? Where do you find feminine women at? That's a very, very, very complex question. It should be an easy question, but it's a very complex question, because we live in an age right now where femininity is looked at as like a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? From a lot of the modern harlots. Uh, a lot of the modern harlots, as much as, I mean, the problem is sometimes what I think, like, like some of the workers, like, strippers and stuff like that. That's pretty sad that they have the monopoly right now, probably on femininity. That's probably the only place that you can, some of the only places that you can probably find women that will, voluntarily act feminine, but it's an act because they're trying to get your money. That's how bad. Uh, that's how bad things have gotten. You know what I'm saying? And I'm curious to see some of your thoughts, but I have some thoughts too, man. But I gotta get this guy on here, man. This nigga always late. Or, I actually went on the internet and searched, and the thing about it is, most of the places that they direct you are like online, and through my experience, uh, that is very. I think that's like the probably the last place that a guy needs to look for a feminine woman, is online, because the thing about it is uh, when you're talking about the internet, everybody puts their best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? They put their best foot forward. So you don't know what you're getting, behind that, behind that keyboard. Anybody can say whatever they want to say. It's not until you get in front of that person that you really know. So I think if you are looking for a feminine woman, I think the last place you should look at is any type of virtual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means when I say virtual, I'm talking about like the internet, like anywhere, like on the internet. It's got to be in person, because I think from a male perspective, whenever you meet that feminine woman, she exudes a certain type of energy that can't be replicated. You almost have to feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? And I think when with these online dating things, I just don't think that those are really good places to find feminine women. You know, and I think the word feminine. I don't know. You know what? Let me take that back. I don't know if feminine is synonymous with good woman. I don't think it is synonymous with good woman. I'll take that back, because, but one thing I think that's part of a good woman is being feminine. Just because she's feminine doesn't mean she's necessarily a good woman, because there's a lot of feminine harlots out there. So, there's a lot of feminine harlots. There's a lot of feminine harlots. Uh, one of the best places, I think, to meet um, like good women, good natured, good hearted women, is you got to think out the box a little bit. Things like educational classes, educational classes, like a cooking class, like a arts class, one of those type of things that, that's kind of fun, like wine tasting, things like that. I think those are good places to find really good women. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, um, especially if a woman, is taking the time to learn, the art of cooking and things like that. I think that's usually a sign that she's probably a good natured, good energy person in general. So I think that's a, a wonderful spot. But hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me call it. Yo. But anyways, um, a good woman, man. Like I think one place that's like an educational class, where they're kind of teaching you something, and it has to correlate, I think, with what you like. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that way you can find, a lot of things that you have in common. Maybe like a sewing class. Now, are you gonna get big booty Judy? Probably not. Probably not. You're not gonna get big booty Judy. You're not gonna get big booty Judy or anything like that. But you might, if you're looking for like a probably a good down to earth, non-harlot type woman. I think a good place would be like like maybe like an educational class, cooking class, maybe wine tasting class, something very specialized or nuanced. Let me try to think of something like that. But I was going to try to think of like what's another type of educational class that you could take that is, nothing with like computers or anything like that, because usually, accounting or something like that, that's probably where you get like those boss broads or something like that. Something like sewing, you know what I'm saying? Arts, painting, there are some, and I know there's some places where you can go where you can drink wine and also go paint, paint and things like that. I think those, if you could just think out the box, another good place is sometimes like yoga classes. If you just got to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe a spin class or even some dance classes and stuff like that. Dance classes, spin classes, those type of places are usually a lot of good natured, good natured women, go there because, you'll probably find a lot of spiritual type women, spiritual, that's really down with spiritual type stuff. And then usually that, um, they're usually probably pretty athletic. And what's nice about that is like usually like those type of women are very caring. So, if you're out of shape or whatever, they're trying to help you and stuff like that. I remember there was a one time I took a Zumba class, and I was like one of the only guys in there. But there were some really nice women there. I mean, not I mean there were some, good looking women there, but there was a couple women that I talked to, from that class. Even to this day, I'm still, cool with some of them. They were like good natured type people. You could feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? And like those type of people, sometimes they understand energy. They understand energy, and then they're not so focused every day on getting up, putting on a ton of makeup, waist trainers, and thing. They just wear their yoga pants and they look all natural, which is fine. And a lot of times you can feel that good energy. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that good energy coming. Another place is like different leagues, like sports leagues. Um, a lot of times you'll find like some really good natured women there, like softball. Softball. Um, you know, um, what's nice about that is like a lot of the women that played softball. A lot of times those women are like the like the tomboy type, but they're still feminine. Um, you guys know what I'm talking about, like soccer leagues and things like that. The girls that used to play soccer, and like I mean, I was gonna say Brittany Renner. You don't want Brittany Renner's attitude, but you'll find like like even with Brittany Renner, she's still, you can kind of hear the feminine voice. She's still a little feminine, but I think that's a good place. Now, are there going to be some thoughts there? Yes, there is going to be some thoughts, but whatever. I mean, your chances are better at some of at a couple of these places than going to, the hole in the wall bar. You know, the hole in the wall bar. That's probably not a good place. But sometimes like you can like in uh, look, if you're really looking, there's a lot of, depending on what city you are in, there's a lot of different things that are free. You know what I'm saying? That are free, and you can meet like some good quality people there. Like there's business after lunch, business, not the happy hour shit, but like these networking events. There's a lot of networking events now. With those type of events, you got to kind of weed probably some people out because there are probably a lot of boss bays and all this type of bullshit there. So we're not I'm not too attracted to that whole boss bay, get the bag and blah blah blah. I'm this and I'm that type chick. Now, um, like an art show. I think an art show or an art museum when they have like some of these things. Like I don't know, some cities probably have uh like those. I know down here where I'm at, like most Saturdays you can go to like an art show. I mean, they have art shows all the time down here. They have art shows and I'm sure they're everywhere. Another good place is like farmers markets. I remember I met a real nice, nice young lady that we didn't get quite exclusive because I wasn't, on that type of time, but I actually met her at a farmer's market and we just struck up conversation over some soap. It was like dope on the rope or some shit like that. But she was a real cool chick, man. She was a real cool chick, real down to earth. Uh, you know, um, it's just good energy in those type of places, man. There's some good energy, you know, and because you'll find like the real creative type women. Usually, a lot of those creative type women are very, very high vibrational, and they're also very feminine, and they have like just good energy in general. They're usually pretty positive and things like that. Now, like music festivals are a good place too, uh, but you got to kind of create. I mean, you have to kind of go to the right one. Now, if you're gonna go see like Lil Boosie and Kodak Black and who else? Lil Baby and all those type of people. You're probably not gonna find any good quality women there. You're probably not gonna find any good quality women there. Now I'm just like talking about the good. I mean, just good quality women in general. But I mean, when we get the man in here, we can laser focus more on the 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 A1, like not, you're not. I mean, it's unrealistic to think that you're gonna find what do you call it, a what do you call it, a it's unrealistic to think that you're gonna find what you call a like a virtuous woman. But I think the state of things, how things are right now, I think getting something that's a semblance of just non-combative, like just not about myself 100% of the time. I mean, what's so bad is like I think the bar has been lowered so low that a lot of men are just willing to accept anything. Any type of garbage that gets thrown their way, they're all about it. And that's kind of sad though. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad in a way because it's really not supposed to be like that, man. It's really not supposed to be like that. I mean, like men, as men, especially if you work hard for your shit, like you did things the right way or whatever. You deserve, you deserve. I just think that you deserve some type of quality. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. You don't have. You shouldn't have to be digging in the bottom of the garbage just to find a decent woman. That's just to me that shit is asinine how like the modern society has kind of almost made it to where you just like you got to almost take what you can get. Like, damn, that shit is crazy to me, man. Um, because there's a lot of men out there, man. They're just accepting whatever they can get. They're not even putting up a fight. They're not even thinking that they deserve better. Like some of these harlots out here are just so they're just so I don't even know how to put a name. Some of them are just so unbearable. They're just so uh I don't even know what to say about some of these harlots that are walking around here, just being a complete nuisance to society. Like just like terrible, like they just act terrible. They're just like terrible human beings. Like a lot of them are just terrible people. Like, that's that's pretty bad to say, man. But check this out, man. Like I'm dead ass serious, man. Like some of this shit, boy. Some of these women out here, man, are just. You go on TikTok and you just see some of the rhetoric. You're like, God damn, who raised you? There I was talking about who hurt you, but who the hell raised you? These fucking what do you call it? Shout out to David Johnson. David Johnson has a great name. He calls them Hellcats. He calls them Hellcats, man. That shit is hilarious, man. He calls them fucking Hellcats. But no, I just think it's I think it's good for every once in a while to kind of shift the focus on, you know, um, the women that are actually bringing some type of quality experience to a man instead of like this heartache and all this bullshit that a lot of men have to put up with like on a constant basis. It's refreshing when you do see like like one of those chicks. I don't know if I mean you can't really judge a book by its cover. Based on what she's saying. She says a lot of good stuff like Danica Marie. Like I think a lot of men feel like you deserve like like a Danica Marie type, man. But those are slim pickings, man. Those are slim pickings. You don't get a lot of those type that even come around. So if you're blessed to find one, you better keep her. Another placement I was looking in, and I saw that it's like some type of class or where they're teaching something like creatively, not just like a not like a dance class, but like a acting class. Usually, when you have those type of out of the box thinkers, they usually are great, great characteristics in a I think in a good woman. Um, someone that could look at themselves, and be, not goofy. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate a woman that can show some humility, that can kind of laugh at herself or make some jokes and things like that, or be silly or play a role or go along with that. Because I think it takes a lot of thought, and then a thinking woman, I think is great because a lot of times uh, they don't use the emotional based thinking for everything. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of use logic sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I know that's hard for the modern harlots to use logic. Hey man, make sure you guys hit the like button and also hit the notification button. For No Cupcake Zone. And if you like the content, man, send me a cash app. You send me $1 or something like that, just to show that you appreciate the content. Um, I've been doing a couple shows as of late, man, with Mr. Man. He's been coming through, triggering something. We had cat in the building yesterday during the daytime. That was a an interesting argument. She wasn't all the way churned up, but she was a little bit churned up, man. I mean, if you do come in the on the stream, man, just go ahead, man. It just doesn't take. It just takes 1 minute, 1 second actually to go right onto the like and hit the like button. You might as well share the stream too. You know, I know that not everybody likes to share the stream. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause triple black, triple black is that pressure. He puts pressure on a lot of these content creators to come up with some new shit. You know. Um. Now we did a couple shows, man, and I thought we had some good discussions and things like that. So, um, um, you know what? I really, I really like the creative process of trying to come up with different show topics and stuff like that. But the only problem is I've never really became a YouTuber like that because I just simply don't have the time. When I'm on here jabberjawing at night and stuff like that, it's just because either I don't have my son or I don't got shit else to do, or I just told a harlot to leave. No, I actually am tired of harlots, man. I think I am officially tired of harlots. It's since I'm gonna be out more, I think I'm gonna practice what I preach, and I will probably be going to some of these places I'm gonna talk about on the stream right here, to see better quality women. Um, that's one thing that I definitely want to do. I think I'm gonna probably join a sports league pretty soon. I think that's gonna be of a great great thing. Like, they have like down here they have like different places where you can play like soccer or kickball. There's leagues where I guess there's like cornhole leagues. There's like all these different leagues and stuff like that where softball. My buddy has a league with, well, nah, the girlfriends come out there. Another great place where to find quality women. Now it does take some work, not work, but waking up in on Saturday mornings and things like that, and going to volunteer, going to volunteer. And I think going to volunteer, you can find some good quality people in general. Usually you can find some good natured people. And I think especially if you are in the market of trying to find a good quality woman, a lot of times those people that are in those type of places, usually if they see you as a viable candidate, a lot of times they play great matchmakers. They play great matchmakers, and especially if they can kind of give a feel of what type of person you are, and they can feel your energy, they're going to probably match you up with something very close to your energy. And uh, like if the people that not, do I say like everybody that volunteers is good? No, but it's it's better than going to the club and seeing twerking Keisha. Saying she might hook you up. She might hook you up with a fucking with a STD or some shit. But anyways, man, anybody would have come up, man. This nigga is like, God damn, Mr. Man, this is two in a row, man. Yo, ahead, boy. I'm gonna call this nigga, man. Hold up, man. Let me see if this nigga. Anyways, man, we're supposed to have but hey, I got the show. I got the show. I got the show. Good quality places, man. Good quality places. Networking, networking. Now, um, I think it's the thing about it is, man. Um, I had this discussion with with a lot of, I mean, with men before, with different men, and one of the consistent things is trying to rely on um, for a woman to make you happy. For her specifically to make you happy, it's like a dead end. It's probably not going to happen. Now, can she provide things to you or do things for you that can bring you joy and happiness? Yes. But if you're strictly relying on her to make you happy, it's a dead end. Now, is she because a lot of times they're just inherently selfish. They don't really have the ability to do that. Um, now you gotta a lot of times, man, before you probably go into the dating market and stuff like that, you got to do a lot of soul searching. And when I meant with soul searching, you got to understand what makes you tick. What makes you tick? It's like a job, kind of. You know how like where they say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Now, if you put yourself in situations, like that you love to do, a lot of times, man, I mean, those things are so fulfilling that you don't really need the opposite sex. Now, is can it accentuate it? Yes. One thing I love to do is fish. If I could find a woman that I was attracted to that had the same interests, it would be awesome. One of my good friends, his sister and her husband, they've been together for like 20, 25 years or something like that. And they go fishing all the time with each other. It's like the two. And now they argue all the time, but it's like it's they love it. You know what I'm saying? They love it. I remember when I was married, one of the couple times that I went fishing with her, it was amazing. I mean, it was amazing. We just fished. It was, I mean, like, we talked about different things and things like that, but we just fished. I mean, we had a common interest. She loved fishing. I love fishing. So it was good. So when you can find yourself, you can find what you love to do and you can include a significant other in those type of activities, it just makes it it just makes it for a good situation. So, um, you know, now when if you do like manly type things, it's probably gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be hard to go to like a damn bass tournament or a fishing tournament and find a good woman, or women in general. There's gonna be a whole bunch of beer drinking, big belly dudes there. So so don't get your hopes up. No, anyway, no, you really do have to think out the box. Literally, I think it's not necessarily manifestation, but another thing too, man. People have always said is Good things, a lot of times good things come to you when you're not looking for it. You know, it just kind of just happens. And I think when you when you really find yourself, right? You really make a point to do things that you really enjoy. You know, that good energy kind of almost radiates and it almost attracts, whatever your hopes and desires are to you. So if you do have a passion about something, um, definitely dive into that passion because especially if you're looking for maybe a good quality woman. I'm just talking to men. Well, the women that can do the same thing too. Maybe the women need to do that even more. And I think um, a lot of times, a lot of because sometimes you got like a lot of people that are really homebodies, but they act like they're just this big party girl, and they must rather be at home cuddled up with their boyfriend or whatever, but they're out there twerking and acting a fool at the club where they rather be you know at home watching movies and shit like that, but they're out getting drunk just I guess just to be part of something. And I think that shit is kind of weak, man. Anyways, you know um some people just need to kind of just find themselves, be themselves, and put themselves in positions where they're really enjoying themselves. Because I think when you are really enjoying yourself, that energy kind of radiates and it just attracts things to you, man. It attracts things to you like crazy, man. When you're having fun, the time go by fast, but it seems like you ever like been somewhere where you're having a great time, and then you just start meeting people after people, good quality people, and you forge those relationships with them. I think it's important to do that. I think it's very important to do that. But Dr. Philoponia. Anyways, man, um, um, let's talk about energy. Energy, energy, energy. Um, what is energy? First of all, let's look up the definition of energy. What is the energy? What's energy? Energy definition. Energy definition. The strength and vitality required to sustain physical or mental activity. In physics, energy is a quantitative property that must be transformed to a body or physical system, perform work on the body or to heat. Energy is conserved quantity. The law of conservation energy states that energy can be converted in form. I don't know what the hell all that means, but energy. uh, there's a whole bunch of different energy. There's a but positive energy and negative energy. I think that's something that you can almost feel. Um, like I remember when you were a kid, right? And this still happens to this day. Um, where you were at a place when the energy was all off. It was like this gut feeling that you had that something was going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, it happened. It happens. It happens. Something off happens. Just like when you first meet a person, right? And they give you that bad energy. They give you that bad, every time you be around that person, you just feel an uneasiness. And then something always happens, right? And I think a lot of men, this is my personal conjecture, is you gotta trust that. I mean, you got to trust that little voice in your head, not the voice. I mean, the other head in your pants, because there's a lot of people that that are paying for, they're paying the consequence because they didn't really listen to that little voice in their head. Because a lot of times, man, you can feel when a person's energy's all off. You know, it's all off. Despite what they're saying in their mouth, you can kind of feel that. And what they always say is, and I think a lot of men get in themselves in trouble with this, is a lot of men sometimes are compromising. They're very compromising, and they kind of tend to let things go or go with the flow or look past things. The whole thing is of when a person shows you who they are, you have to believe them. You have to believe them. You have to believe them, because there's going to be a lot of times there's grave consequences, man. Uh, the more that you look past a couple things, man, it's just you're going to be in that moment. And then, and the thing about it is you're gonna get in that moment of clarity, and you're gonna see a whole bunch of shit clear. But all the shit that you're seeing clearly is shit that you already seen. You've already seen this shit. You just, you let your little head control the big head, and uh, then you end up making a bad decision, or you waste some time. You know what? There's only 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, 365 days a year. Man, I mean, you don't got all the time in the world, man. I mean, there's people now that didn't trust their instincts, didn't trust, they let their little head control their big head. And, some guys are in an they're in a box right now because they didn't listen to their instincts, man. They didn't I mean, they didn't listen to their instinct. They look past, you know, that chick that's fucking on a goddamn bar twerking, and said, "You know what? I'm gonna look past that because I just want a little bit of that jiglet Jew, whatever that I want to fill up on that booty." And, you know, filling up on that booty can lead to a lot of other things, man. It can lead to a lot of other things. So it's important to listen to your instincts, man. All right, the dude that messed with a hoe, ain't no way in hell it surprised you that she was a hoe. It's you know, it's like, because it's not hard to tell. It's not hard to tell because when you listen to them talk a lot of times, you can tell she's a hoe. She's a hoe, or she had a promiscuous past, or she does have a little hoe in her. Um, because there's a whole bunch of shit that they'll try to sell you. Oh, there's a whole bunch of shit that they'll try to sell you. Like, there should, I mean, knowing what I know now, there's a couple things that they can say to you, or a couple things that you can see that you should know. She's, oh, you probably don't want it long term, or you don't want it long term at all. Guy friends, if they're always talking about their homeboys, guy friends, and all this type of shit, trust me, chances are probably a harlot. Most likely, harlot. Most likely a harlot. if they're constantly talking about this stuff, constantly talking about this guy, that guy, or he's my homeboy, like, oh, we're just no. Trust me, there's usually something way more behind that shit. Um, and you know what? I'm not saying go and you know go across their head, um, or you know cuss them out or anything like that. Just what I'm saying, just get what you can get out of the situation or whatever you want to get out of the situation and get out. And don't try to talk because the worst thing that you could do is try to have some type of expectation that this person and what they show you, I mean, are not what they show you. They are what they are. Like if you see her the first time you ever see her, she's in a fucking tight ass mini skirt, titties all out, ass all out, dancing and shit like that. Listen, you might want to take her home for the night. That's cool. But she showed you who she is. Believe her. You're not changing it. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, um, you can teach a bear how to dance. You can teach a bear how to ride a bike. You can teach a bear anything. You can teach a bear how to cook. But soon as that bear gets in its familiar environment, that bear's probably gonna rip your head off. It is what it is. So and the thing about it is, um, you got to believe whatever a person shows you. You got to believe it, man. And you got to be disciplined enough. If she's all tatted up, has stripper tattoos and all this type of stuff, majority of the time she's going to be a harlot. She's going to be a harlot. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know anybody that's met like a good woman, good, nice, faithful, submissive woman that had all that ink on them. It never, like Mr. Man says, it never. I mean, they may behave for maybe a stretch period of time or whatever, but again, when they get to their own environment or whatever, they're going to show exactly who they are. So there's no hiding from it. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Um, you got to again. I keep saying this stuff. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. I'm gonna say it one more time. Trust your instincts. If it walks like a duck, it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a fucking duck. Like you there's no exceptions to the rule. I know a lot of men try to justify that shit. And there is, because for every one of those men, there's a whole bunch of fucking men sitting in a place. They're sitting in divorce court. They're sitting in jail. They're sitting in their mama's basement. They're sitting in all kinds of places saying to themselves, why didn't I just call an ace a ace, a spade, and acted accordingly? Why did I have to try to save this? Why did I do this? There's a lot of guys that do that, man. So, you know, I'm probably gonna cut this stream a little short, man, because I'm probably gonna get a little slizzard, a little slizzard. Um, the topic are we supposed to have? I guess the man and Wookie or Woody or something like that. He was supposed to con thou, show a nigga loud. Nah, but they ain't come through. I don't know what the hell. Wacky. I think his name is Wacky or some shit. Yo, I think I got into it with him a couple times somewhere. Maybe Sir Ism's channel or no Obadiah. Yeah, sure, Sir Obadiah. Shout out to him, man. Great content, man. Make sure you guys go check him out, man. You know, uh, I think I think what's his face? Let me see what's going on in the manosphere. Um, see where this nigga's at. I think he. Uh, ooh, but oh yeah, you got sure isms, sure isms, got sure isms. Hold up, man. Hold up, hold up. Oh my goodness. I guess everybody. There's a lot of people that are um they're going in on your girl Brittany Dinners. Brittany Dinner. Brittany Dinner. Brittany Dinner. She is. I guess she's upset because she has to move back into her her parents' house or some shit like that. I don't even know. I think I almost think this is a pump fake. To tell you the truth, it there. I mean, people are running wild with it right now. I think people are running wild with it. I think this is a pump fake. I don't really think Brittany Renner has to move back in the home or whatever. I think this is the crying, trying to get some sympathy. Um, yeah, trying to get some sympathy type play. Because uh, in the whole narrative of these hoes are winning, like has been played, like like these harlots are winning, like these harlots are winning, which is some of the most ridiculous things I ever heard. Fair use, fair use. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with Brittany Dinner. Um, what is she talking about on here? I mean, this has got to be cap. This has got to be cap. But let's see what Brittany Dinner is talking. Fair use. This is for educational Thizat purposes. Thizat. Thizat. Yeah, Thizat. Yeah, Thizat. These hoes are winning. These hoes are winning. These hearts are winning. Man, I swear to God, man. This should be playing some boo. Hold on. These harlots are winning. Britney Spears.
So, moved into my new place today. Y'all, when I tell you, I've been thugging. Okay, like, been living with my mom and my sister. It's me, my mom, my sister, my baby.
Thank you for coming, Internet. We need to talk.
I try and log into the Wi-Fi, and suddenly my address, my credit cards, my bank.
I mean, because, at 2.5 months when I decided to leave, maybe it was 2.5 months old, I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't even have a car. I still don't have a car.
Crocodile tears.
I got rid of my car, 'cause, empty promises, whatever. But I've been thinking so hard, bitch. Bitch, this has really been the hardest time of my life. And here I am. Because I thought somebody, right. Because, yeah, that to say, Don't ever relinquish your independence for a relationship.
These
Follow
hoes,
your dreams,
these
not your
hoes are
boyfriend.
winning.
A man is not a financial plan. Always have your own things. I honestly feel like since this situation, I don't think, even if I was married, I can't see myself not having my own house outside of the main house. Like, I would just have to have my own space. Maybe that will change with time, who knows? But also,
These hoes are winning.
it's crazy. Like, people, they want to see you fail. Oh, they want to see you fail. When you don't, oh, they have no control over you. They can't do anything because all you fucking do is win. Like, God, this girl's still here? Because I thought somebody thought there was good. Yeah, I thought. You thought. We all thought. I want to say thank you to the people on.
No, you thought. You thought or you thought. But anyways, again, when I was saying earlier, when somebody shows you who they are, you believe them. So this is a woman that was sitting there bragging about almost finessing a man, and then she goes to all these different platforms trying to change your image, and then she goes right back to this right here. No, you are bipolar. You're uh, this broad right here is something fucking else. These hoes are winning.
All social media platforms that continue. God, don't cry. That continue to support me, because this shit's a fucking privilege to have. I'm so fucking thankful. I swear to God, I see the world with a whole different set of eyes now.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to you stupid ass content creators, man. Especially you panty sniffing, pandering. Man, don't get me started on some of you niggas, man. Some of you niggas, man, ought to be a fucking ashamed of yourself. You fucking cross up your nuts. You're talking some dumb shit. You're trying to get like bitch, like I guess you niggas really starving out here, man. I could Some of you niggas, man, we could probably see your fucking ribs, like fucking co-signing this fuck shit. Like this bitch right here look like somebody that's fucking winning. Are you fucking kidding me? She's the model of the whole. Does this bitch right here look like it's some? Does this bitch right here look like she's fucking winning? Hey, you know what, man? If the fucking shoe fits, fucking wear it. Some of you hoe ass niggas out here talking about these hoes are fucking winning. Y'all motherfuckers are out your rabbit ass fucking mind. You guys fucking. You know what? Some of you niggas, man, you need to shut the fuck up because you lost all credibility with me. Fuck you niggas, man. Y'all niggas crazy out here, man. Does this bitch look like a fucking bitch that's winning? You stupid ass. God damn, you stupid motherfuckers.
Ow. I really do. Thank you for the people who continue to support me despite the fuckery that I've had to endure after being lied on. Thank you to my real friends and my family that aren't yes men, that have my fucking back. Because that's about the only reason I have some of my sanity. Just thank you. And thank you to the universe for redirection. Thank God I didn't get what I thought I wanted. Because, okay, I'll take a few months of disappointment.
Thank God some of you guys didn't fucking play football, man, because some of you guys playing football would have been the worst football players ever. You guys would have got hit with fucking play action. Play action would have got you to bite every fucking time. Stop and go, like any type of misdirection would have got y'all motherfucking ass. Like, you serious? You guys are serious? These whores are winning. These whores are winning. Listen to this shit.
Over a lifetime of disappointment. I forgot to add. Leave after the first lie. People can change, but they rarely do. When people are lying about what they're lying about, ain't no fixing that. Ain't no coming back from that, bro. That's how you rockin'. If that's how you rockin', I ain't rolling. Last thing.
This is classic. The grass is greener on the other side, or the replacement that I thought was going to save the day decided that he seen right through my ass and he didn't want any part of it. That's what happened right there. That's what happened right there. And she is crying. So the replay the simp safety net that was supposed to be there, that was supposed to be there, the simp safety net that was supposed to be there, huh, he's gone. And this is what happens. And this is run of the mill. These whores are winning.
A lot of people are afraid to leave relationships. Fear of missing out. Like, oh, I built this person up. No one else is going to reap the benefits. Uh, I don't want to start over. I'm scared. Oh my God, who's going to want me? Especially as a mom. Because, fucking moms, we're just shamed for everything. No one's going to want to be with you. You have a kid. There's just fear of leaving, fear of just looking stupid. The only time you look stupid is when you allow yourself to look stupid. You don't look stupid when something doesn't work out. And bitch, you've had enough. Or not even, it doesn't even have to be, I had enough. It's, this doesn't work for me. We are not a match. We are not a vibrational match. And I'm going to be on my way. If anything, I'm smart, bitch. Because I don't have time to waste. My energy is sacred and I treat it as such.
There you go. There you go. There she goes again. Wow. Um, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I've seen a couple videos, of some guys arguing back and forth and stuff like that. There's a couple content creators talking about, yeah, these hoes are winning. These hoes are winning. Oh, these hoes are winning, which is, which I I don't even know what to say. Like, did you did, did anybody watch with this? This is like the top harlot. She's like the top harlot out of all the harlots that are talking about, these harlots are winning. And did you just see how crazy she sound? She sounds batshit crazy. I mean, I'm almost speechless because I'm like, what? This person right here was the one a couple, maybe a couple months back, you know, basically talking about how, um like, basically saying, she basically was justifying her finesse. But, she was, trying to make it seem like it was a win and stuff like that. And look at her now. Look at her now. I mean, look at me now. Look at me now. Like, I mean, but one of the funniest things about this whole situation is there's some harlots probably sitting there right now, um you know um in the same type of situation that she's in, swearing up and down that they're winning. I mean, I would almost put money on it that, there's some harlots right now that are sitting there, like, swearing up and down that they finesse the game and they're winning and they're doing all this type of shit. But to me, it's just sad. It's a sad thing because um, there's a lot of there's probably a lot of women out there that are sitting looking up to this crazy ass broad and thinking that this is it. This is what life is. This is life. They're probably sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, this is life. This is freaking life. This is great. I got the bag. I'm winning, and I'm doing all this bullshit." I mean, to me, this is it's I can't for the life of me. I think there's probably got to be a lot more going on that we don't know about. There's got to be a lot going on with her because there's no way this chick was doing all that grandstanding and all that flexing and all this type of shit about how she's this great, that great, and all this type of stuff, and she's on here basically crying like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any damn sense to me. It just doesn't make no fucking sense. Like it makes zero zilch nada sense. It doesn't make any sense. It just makes no freaking sense. How this broad right here is sitting there crying after, doing all that flexing, all that talking, you know, all that shit. And she's up here trying to get some sympathy from us right now. The nerve of this broad. The the audacity of her. The audacity of this harlot. I mean, she is something else, man. I mean, she is definitely something else, man. I think when God made harlots, they made Brittany Renner. Like, I think she is she's like the poster child of harlot. But you know, it is what it is. But you know what? I'm gonna cut the stream short, man. Mr. Man was supposed to come through, and we were supposed to chop it up. He didn't come through, so I did win something. All right, let me let you guys go. Make sure you guys check the show out some other time, man. But holla at your boy.